Ashley, thank you. It's 6:44, and joining us right now via FaceTime, we have the Louisiana State Fire Marshal Butch Browning. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you so much for being with us on this Friday, the May 1st, the first day of this extended stay-at-home order. Hope that you and your family are doing safe.
Yes, so thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. So today starts the day of this extended stay-at-home order where most things are still in place, but there are some loosened restrictions like stores being allowed to offer curbside pickup, although malls will remain closed, and employees in public places wearing face masks. But something that lots of folks are really talking about is being able to go to their favorite restaurants and eat in outdoor areas. So what needs to be in place for these restaurants to be in compliance with the new guidelines under this extended order?
Certainly, we've been working really hard with the Department of Health here in Louisiana to create the safe environment so people can go and eat outdoors. And in the meetings all week, the governor's encouraged us to try and find ways to safely make this happen. So earlier in the week, we put out guidance to restaurants where they can use their existing outdoor facilities as well as create an outdoor experience with strict guidelines to social distancing. Fundamentally, what you have is we have tables that from tabletop to tabletop have a 10-foot separation to where when people are seated at these tables, we maintain that 6-foot circle of distance from the groups of people. And of course, these groups would be families. In that, restaurants will be allowed to have countertop sales where individuals can go to a counter, get their food, go to this outdoor venue in the open air environment, and still practice the safe distancing that's required. Of course, there's a tremendous amount of distancing that's being put in this place, as well as sanitizing to make sure that in between people seating at these tables, the business owners are making sure these places are clean and properly disinfected. You'll see the workers in these restaurants wearing protective masks, wearing gloves when handling food. Of course, the governor's made it very clear. The new norm is he's recommending that everyone wear masks whenever possible when moving about in the public. So we feel like that we've put together a safe set of guidelines that has, number one, strict adherence to the science that's coming all the way from the White House on how we should manage this incident, but also the capacity is being limited in these restaurant venues outside so people can be safe, separated.
And speaking of those capacity guidelines and new restrictions, how are they going to be enforced? Is this something that you're tasking some of your employees to go out and actually monitor?
Well, first and foremost, this has been received very well. I mean, I have personally received many calls from restaurants. Our office has received many calls. People are excited and want to comply. So our mode, of course, is to give people an opportunity to comply. I believe that we'll have 99.9% adherence to this. But understand something, the public wants the facilities to be safe. The public does not want to go to a facility that's not following the guidelines that's based on science. So we feel like it will be a steward of goodwill in this. Of course, if we do have a restaurant that's overpopulated or not providing guidance, we're going to go sit out and work with them and build compliance. But in the end, if someone can't comply, then we'll have to cease that business's operation.
State Fire Marshal Butch Browning joining us live this morning via FaceTime. We appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We will have a look at your morning headlines on the other side.